The United States and China are increasingly at odds. China repeatedly frustrates U.S. demands for war in Syria and Iran. The two nations also have opposite policies in the ongoing currency war, which is further aggravated by excess U.S. spending and continual Chinese lending. Many expected the Obama administration declared pivot to Asia meant a desire for better relations with countries along the Pacific Rim. Instead, it has meant new U.S. super bases in South Korea, more battleships in Singapore's key shipping straits, surprisingly restored relations with longtime Chinese ally Myanmar, and increased troop levels in Japan, the Philippines, and Northern Australia. The massive buildup could be preparing for an invasion of North Korea, but many believe the show of force is really an effort to intimidate China's new leaders. But if the U.S. does occupy North Korea, they could not hold more influential weapons than military bases right on the border of China, as well as Russia. Many say South Korea is caught in the middle.
South Korea's #1 trading partner is China. We do not have what America might perceive as China threat perception in this country, right? So then rise of China essentially doesn't have to be a threat to South Korea. Rather, it has become an opportunity to sustain our economic development. Japan may have a different perception.
While Beijing repeatedly calls for using diplomacy instead of military might with Pyongyang, the Obama administration has abandoned the traditional six-party talks, which seek to avoid a repeat of the Korean War.
China is the only country that promotes the idea of diplomacy outright. They are the one who criticize, overexpansion of the American military right under their neck. So I think that, China is essentially trying to assume the role of the stabilizer here.
While China recently backed UN sanctions against Pyongyang, few believe they want to give up North Korea as a buffer state. Instead, many view China's surprising switch as a temporary message designed to keep new leader Kim Jong-un on a short leash. Earlier this week, Beijing addressed the raft of U.S. measures seemingly designed not just to contain China's rising influence, but to confront them. A spokesperson for China's Ministry of Defense said that Washington's emphasis on their military agenda is not conducive to the maintenance of peace and stability in the region. Ramin Mazaheri, Press TV, Seoul.